Hello IP3, welcome to this week's class. Teacher Dennis here. So just to review what we learned about last week, we were learning about the different heights and weights that we should be at depending on our age and if we are a boy or a girl. So I do hope that you completed your homework by filling in the fun activity of your weight and your height. And we are at the end of the year, we are going to go back and check to see how much you have changed in 1 year. Okay, so now to continue on with today's class. We're going to be talking about our body, okay, our bodies. So the first thing we're going to talk about is growth factors, okay, growth factors. So if you can open on page 6, I'm going to read. And I want you to follow as I am reading, okay? Or you can read along with me if you want. Okay, so the top of page 6, please show me your reading fingers. Very good, and follow along from the top. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There are many factors that affect the growth and development of a child. They are hereditary, food, exercise, and rest. Okay, so we're going to learn about 4 different things that affect how you grow and develop as a child. Okay, so growing and developing basically means growing, how high, how tall you are, and developing is basically how quick your brain, how much quick you learn things, how you become good at different things, learning what you're good at and what you're not good at. Okay, so our bodies are developing and growing in lots of different ways, and we're going to learn how they grow and develop depending on 4 different areas. So heredity, food, exercise, and rest. Okay, the first one is heredity. Okay, heredity. Okay, can you say after me? Heredity. Heredity. Okay, very good. Okay, follow along. Reading fingers, please. We get our physical characteristics. Physical characteristics. Okay, physical means what we can see. Okay, what we can see, such as hair color, skin color, hair type, and height from our parents. However, some characteristics like height can be improved. It depends on how well we take care of ourselves. Okay, so let's go back to this again. Heredity. It means the physical characteristics of you as a person. So the physical are the things that we can see. For example, are you a tall person? Yes or no? Is your mom tall? Yes or no? Is your dad tall? Yes or no? Okay, if you said, yes, I'm tall, and you said, my mom is tall, but my dad is not, that means you got your height from your mom. Okay, so you're tall because your mom is tall. If you said, yes, I'm tall, but you said, no, my mom is not tall, but yes, my dad is tall, that means you got your height from your dad because he is tall. So because he is tall, you are tall. This is called heredity. Okay? Let's try another one. What color is your hair? Okay. Does your mom have the same hair color? Does your dad have the same hair color? Okay. So in Thailand, a lot of people have black hair. Mostly their mom and dad both have black hair. So because they both have black hair, it means you will have black hair. Okay? That is heredity. So you got your black hair because your mom and dad have black hair. What about the color of your skin? Is it the same color as your mom or as your dad? It probably is, because you get your skin color from your mom and dad, or mom or dad, depending on how light or dark your skin color is. Okay? But even though that you get your height and your hair color and the color of your eyes, even though you get this from your parents, if you look after yourself, for example, if you're very small, if you're a very small child now, it does not mean that you are going to be small when you grow up, because there are lots of different things that you can do to take care of yourself, look after yourself, so that when you're growing up, your body will, you will grow taller as a person. Okay? So if you're small now and you want to be tall, don't worry. And if you're tall now and think you're going to get very, very, very tall, this is not always the case. You may be tall now, but then you will stop growing earlier than other people. Or maybe you can keep growing, keep growing, and become very, very tall. So just whatever way you are now does not mean that you will be that way forever, okay? But it mostly means that if you're tall now, it's because one of your parents are very tall, or both of your parents are very tall. Or if you're small, it's probably because one of your parents are small, or both of your parents are small. But this can change as we grow older, okay? Okay, the second one, food, okay? So reading fingers, please, and follow. We should have a balanced diet every day to get all the nutrients we need. They encourage physical development and keep our body strong and healthy. Okay, so food is very important. Back in IP1 and IP2, we learned about how important food is and the different types of good food, okay? And you're going to learn more about the different good foods and bad foods in IP3. But we know fruits are very good for us, vegetables are very good for us, fish is very good for us, eggs are very good for us, milk is very good for us. All these foods that we know are good for us, we should try to eat every single day, okay? What we shouldn't try to eat is junk food, okay? Junk food is like McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Company, anything that we call fatty foods or junk foods. You should not eat them every day. If you are exercising a lot and eating healthy every single day, it's okay. You can eat them maybe once per week. That's no problem whatsoever, because for the rest of the week, you are taking care of yourself and looking after yourself. So that way, your body can grow and develop healthily and very well, okay? So, for example, if you're eating junk food every single day, you're going to put on lots of weight. You won't want to exercise. You'll get very lazy, okay? So that is why we cannot eat junk food every single day, okay? If, for example, you weighed yourself last week's class, if you eat junk food every single day, from now until the end of the school year, do you think your weight is going to be the same? Do you think it's going to be less? Or do you think it's going to be more? Okay, it's going to be more. And that is going to stop your body from growing, okay, if you eat bad food every day. But if you eat good food every day, it will help your body to grow and develop healthily. Okay? All right, I have some questions here. Do you look like your parents? Okay, I've asked you this question already. Are your parents tall or small? Are you the same as them? I've asked you this question already. Is junk food good for you? I've asked you this question already. For today's class, I want you to pause this video, or you can do after the video for homework. And I want you in a health copybook. So you need to get a new copybook, write health on the front of it, plus your nickname. And in the first page, I want you to write down these 3 questions and answer them. So you need to write a sentence. Okay, try to write a full sentence. You should remember from IP2 with Teacher John how to write a full sentence. Write a full sentence answer for these questions. So first write the question, then write the answer, okay? So, do you look like your parents? Yes, I do. I have the same hair color. I am tall like my mom, or I am small like my dad, okay? So try to write full sentences if you can, okay? Just try to write a full sentence. The same with the second question. Are your parents tall or small? Are you the same as them? Okay? Is junk food good for you? Yes or no? Why? Why is junk food good for you? Or why is junk food not good for you? Okay? So you can write after this video, or you can pause this video now and write the questions and answers. I'm going to move on now. Next page, page 7. Okay, so we've looked at heredity and food. Number 3 on our list is exercise. Okay, so reading fingers please at the top of the page, reading fingers and follow. We should play sports or exercise regularly to stimulate the growth of muscles and bones. This will make us taller and stronger. Okay, so exercise is very, very important when we are growing. When we exercise, not only are we moving our body around, that it's easy for our limbs, like our arms and legs, to stretch so that they can get taller or longer, but we also build the muscles inside of our bodies. So if you go like this, have you got big muscles? Yes or no? Okay? The more exercise you do, the bigger your muscles will get, and they will help you to get stronger. Your body will get stronger. When your body gets stronger, it's able to develop more and more. So exercise is very, very important. And you should get exercise at least 3 times per week, okay? At least 30 minutes for 3 times per week. If you get more than 3 times per week, that is great. But really, you should try to get 30 minutes of exercise at least 3 times per week. What kinds of exercise are good for you? Well, just think about, what do you do all the time? Do you run a lot? Do you cycle? Do you skateboard? Do you roller skate? Do you swim? Do you play badminton? Do you play football? What other sports do you do? Can you think about any different sports that you do or exercises that you do? Well, whatever you do, you should try to do it at least 3 times per week, or do 3 different exercises per week. Okay, they will be very, very good for you. Okay, and now we go to our last one, number 4, and that is rest. And I'm sure everybody loves getting rest. Everybody loves to sleep. But how much should you sleep? Let's find out. Okay, reading fingers, under rest. We should sleep at least 9 hours a day. to feel refreshed and energetic. Getting enough sleep also helps in the production of growth hormones which control the body's growth. Okay, so I think I talked about this in IP2 with you when I asked you, what do you do at the end of the day with your phone or your iPad or anything that you have that's an electrical device? What do you need to do at the end of the day? You plug it in to charge your phone. Okay, I'm going to use my phone as an example. Every night when I go to bed, I plug in my charger, and in the morning I take it out and my battery is at 100%. Your brain and your body are the exact same thing. When we sleep, it is the same as charging your body. So it's important for us to wake up early in the morning, go to school. After school, we can go home and go to school and learn all day. And then after learning all day, we need to go home and play, do homework, play, spend time with our parents. And then we need to have energy to do that all day long. And you need to charge up your brain, charge your body. And that is what we do when we rest, when we sleep at night. For our bodies to get a full charge, you need to get 9 hours sleep per night. So think about it. What time do you wake up? What time do you go to bed? If you wake up at 6 a.m. and you need 9 hours sleep, what time should you go to bed? Okay, 9 p.m. Okay, if I wake up at 6 a.m., I need to go to bed at 9 a.m. At least 9 a.m. If I wake up at 5 a.m., I need to go to bed at 8 p.m. If I wake up at 7 a.m., I need to go to bed by 10 p.m. That is to make sure that you get your 9 hours of sleep per night. Okay, we have some questions here. How much exercise do you get? Do you do enough exercise? So how much exercise do you get? How many days per week do you do exercise? I want you to answer that question in your copybook. Do you do enough exercise? Do you do exercise at least 3 times per week? Yes or no? How many days do you do exercise? I want you to answer that question in your copybook. How much sleep do you get? What time do you go to bed? Count how many hours until you wake up. Should you sleep more or less? So are you sleeping enough? Are you sleeping for 9 hours per night? If you should sleep more, that means maybe you sleep for 6 hours per night. It means you should sleep more. How much more? 3 hours more. Or should you sleep less? Are you sleeping for 20 hours per day? That is too much sleep. So that means you should sleep less. Okay? All right, so I want you to answer these questions in your copybook as well. Just short answers, okay? They don't need to be long sentences, but try to write full sentences, okay? But they can just be short answers too. Okay, IP3. That is this week's class. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.